it's Nicole with Depressed to Success. Today we're going to make some low-cal cookies. I like to call these breakfast cookies. Some just like to call them treat cookies. You can call them whatever cookies you want. They basically have 3 main ingredients, and then the 4th ingredient you can add or omit it, or you can change out what you want to put in there. So the ingredients are bananas. These are really ripe bananas. What I like to do is I'll buy a case of bananas from my local grocery store, and then I'll portion them out, put them in freezer bags, and then freeze them so when I'm ready I just pull them out. This recipe is actually being tripled. I will put in the description box the recipe for single servings of them, but again I'm tripling the batch and I'm tripling the recipe. So I have bananas, quick oats, peanut butter, and then that 4th ingredient that you can either put in or decide not to is chocolate chips. If you don't want to use regular plain chocolate chips, you can buy the Lily's baking chips with low sugar. You can supplement it with nuts. You can use cranberries or any other dried fruit if you want. It would just change the calories on the actual cookies. So to get started, again, because it is a triple batch, the first thing I'm going to do, as always, my Baker's Joy, my flour spray. We're going to spray our non-stick cookie sheet. Get that ready. I have my oven preheating for 350 degrees. First thing I like to do is we're going to take our bananas out of the bag. Now the recipe typically is 3 bananas. So again, because this is being tripled, this is 9 bananas. And then I pour just a little bit of the juice, not much, because if you put too much of the juice in, they'll actually burn when you cook them because of the sugars in the banana juice. Next thing I'm going to do is I take a regular potato masher and I'm just going to mash these bananas. If you're not taking bananas out of the freezer, you can just use 3 really ripe bananas. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to add my peanut butter. Again, because this is being tripled, I am adding multiple peanut butter, but typically it is only, I believe, a half a cup of peanut butter to do a single batch. So because I'm doing 3 batches all together, it comes out to a cup and a half of peanut butter. Smooth it out as much as you can. I like to leave it a little bit rounded on the top because you're going to have some that get stuck inside the measuring cup. And then just start with the next one, like so. And then you just take a butter knife. Okay, so now I'm going to take my masher again, or excuse me, actually I'm going to take my whisk. And I'm just going to kind of mix it together. There, that looks pretty mixed. Get the mixture out of your whisk there. Now I'm going to grab just a spatula and I'm going to fold in the oats. And when it starts to get semi-mixed is when you're going to start to add your chocolate chips, because you want to just fold those in. So this is about 3/4 of the way mixed. So now we're going to add in our chocolate chips. I am using 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. I believe the recipe for a single batch calls for a 1/4 cup. You can add more or add less, whatever works best for you. With the correct ingredient measurements, 2 cookies should average out to about 105 calories. There, so we got that nice and mixed in. And what's cooking without a few chocolate chips? So good.
Editor wants some.
Okay, we put these aside. I try to clean up as I go. One less thing to do. That way it gives me more room. Because I have like a normal kitchen. Not a whole lot of space. Okay. Now the best option, because these are going to be kind of sticky, is again we're going to go back to using the plastic gloves that I was using in previous videos. Because I have found that when you go to roll the cookie into like little dough balls, it's going to be easier to do with these gloves on because of the peanut butter. You're just oh so attractive. Now this is a regular ice cream scoop. You can buy cookie scoops at the store. I had some and they didn't last very long, but my handy dandy ice cream scoop always has lasted me. So I try to fill it about, you know, halfway, 3/4 of the way. Roll them into balls, maybe a little bit smaller. Kind of eyeball it a little bit, and then you just push them down a little bit, just like so. So we're going to fill our cookie sheet full of cookies. We're going to bake them at 350 degrees, to which my oven is preheated at, for 11 minutes. Alright, so we've got our cookies all ready to go in the oven. We're going to put them on in. 350 for 11 minutes. And while those ones are cooking, we're going to start on the second cookie sheet. Okay, our timer's going off. We're going to go ahead and take these out. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to let them sit on the pan for about 4 to 5 minutes. Put the second pan in. And then in 5 minutes, we're going to remove these from the hot pan and we're going to put them on the cooking cooling racks. Alright, they've cooled on the pan for 5 minutes. Now we're going to take them off and actually put them on the cooling rack. But look how nice and golden brown they are. Look at that. These can be frozen once cooked. But if you're like my household, they won't last long enough to be frozen. And then also, once people find out that I've made these, they won't last long because they'll be knocking on my door wanting them. And there we are. Now we're going to let those cool a little longer and then we'll go ahead and put them in containers. Alright, so we have all of our cookies. We are starting to package them, and I will put the recipe in the description or in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you'll know every time we upload a new video. If you have any suggestions, make sure to either email us or put it in the comment section, and we'd be more than happy to get a video out with your suggestion. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.